A lot of players are still widely divided on adding a dedicated PvE player versus environment mode on to Arc Raiders. Currently, Arc Raiders is PvP versus EN only. Actually, the game originally started as a pure PvE, so a fast-paced co-op shooter, but developers at Embark Studios quickly pivoted after playtests that revealed that the PvE was not so fun, uh, according to their own words. But still, many players, solos, casuals, argue that PvE would boost accessibility and mostly retention for like the more casual player base. The arguments in favor for a PvE mode are mostly because they argue that the PvP mode, the current PvP, creates griefing. So there's camping rats, backstabs during quests, gear fear from sweats, um, which all makes into the eyes of those in favor of PvE, the game would the current state less enjoyable. Other arguments pro PvE include that the game initially was designed for PvE, so the world, the third person view of your player are all more suited for PvE because you had a third person view and really creates camping behavior. You can look around corners, you can sit behind a rock, look around you until a player that is doing a quest or trying to extract appears and boom, just appear from the bush and shoot him down. The world itself would also be amazing to explore with the current music in a more relaxed setting. Another fun thing to do would be like create big boss fights against the Ark where you queue up with 10 or more other raiders where the Ark are buffed, for example, maybe a bit less loot so it stays fair when you play in the PvE mode again. The PvE proponents also argue that like currently in solos, it's still quite friendly, but at the point when most players or solo raiders are geared up, they will get bored from the PvE and solo modes and will start to actually shoot down the other raiders, and so it becomes more and more PvP than PvE. We will see. That's something that in the future probably will become clear, of course, and then they can still decide to add a PvE mode. Then on the other side, we have those against adding a PvE mode, with as the most important arguments is that a PvE mode would split the player base and make queue times longer. Currently, it would probably be okay with the current player base, but if the player base declines a bit and stabilizes, it might be a problem. So that's the first argument. Next is that the PvP versus environment is the core identity of the game actually right now, even though it was initially not intended. It creates like the dynamics, the chaos, arcs plus players. It's really like a sandbox where anything can happen. Um, creates endless possibilities of working together with someone, but also getting backstabbed, social engineering. It really adds the replayability of the game to the replayability. I personally also believe that the aspect of having other players possibly killing you adds to the thrill and also like the rewarding feeling of extracting with high value loot. It makes it more exciting, rewarding. But I can understand players wanting a more chill environment, you could of course argue, go play a different kind of game or play Tarkov PvE mode. So I'm not sure, maybe a compromise would be a good thing, like limited time mode events where you have to kill big arc together, where you cannot kill each other. So let me know in the comments below what you think, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.